Hey there everyone, it's Misterstubstep, and due to popular demand on my Discord, I will be doing an Oreo video today. When I say popular, one person mentioned that I do an Oreo review. So technically, these are not a new flavor, so I'm not going to be ranking these, racking and stacking, you know, all that good stuff. I'm just going to be eating them. Apparently, there's a whole bunch of different things to collect. I'm sure you've seen these at your Walmarts or Targets or local groceries or what have you. They were actually at both, because usually when a new flavor comes out at Walmart, I'm like, oh, Target probably has something different, but because this is Mario, they went to both stores, so you know, nothing unique there. And I think for this video, I'm just gonna sit and talk and drink milk and eat Oreos with y'all. So if you have any Oreos, or if you have a snack, or you just want to listen to me in the background, it's completely fine. Just gonna be talking through some stuff, what's been going on in my life. I want to hear what's been going on in your life. I know I say it every video, but I truly do. I am curious. It's practically anonymous. I mean, we have names tied to us, like, you know, on our channels and the Discord and all that stuff. But I mean, if you just want to talk about what you have going on, I'm perfectly open, and that's why I'm here. So let's open this up. I haven't had Oreos since my last review, so I'm very curious to see how these look. I think there's different patterns to collect, and I'm stalling because I can't open this. Hold on. There we go. Let's take oh no! So I may have been a little bit rough with these, bringing them home, but you can see that one blooper got crushed. Oh, that smells glorious. Just to get an appetizer out of the way, this smushed blooper, which is actually kind of funny because bloopers are white and black technically, and to kill them, you jump on top of them and smush them. I feel like the first place I remember them, of course, they're like in the water and the underwater levels. Underwater levels have amazing songs, but bloopers, you jump on them to squish them and kill them. At least in Super Mario Sunshine, you did. So let's have our little appetizer. Wow, just glorious. Some of the best appetizers you can have. Before a full entree of Oreos, getting like a small side of Oreos for an appetizer, it really sets up the meal properly. So, of course, I have some milk. Got some Trader Joe's lactose-free, 2%. Sure, this has a lot of sugar. Yeah, 12 grams of sugar. That's why it tastes good. I don't drink like whole milk or like the real milk anymore because I'm lactose intolerant. I sometimes sacrifice it, you know, for a milkshake or for, you know, a cheese pizza or ice cream every now and then. But it does, like, I feel bad for Mystery and whoever's around me because I just get so explosive, you know. So lactose-free helps a little bit. I don't drink as much milk as I used to. Growing up, I would do like 4 gallons a week, and that was a lot of fat and carbs. And my mom was always very nice. She kept me well fed, and she just called me, you know, husky and healthy. But in reality, I was like in the 99th percentile of obesity. So it was good to, I guess, grow out of that stage. I'm not drinking 4 gallons of milk a week anymore. The only time we really have milk around is if there's like a specific recipe that Mystery's trying to make, or I'm eating some Oreos, which means, you know, milk is a good sign. Let me know if you drink milk. I love chocolate milk. I love strawberry milk. That Nesquik strawberry milk, it's a delicacy to me. I can't remember the last time that I've had it. Of course, you know, it would make me explosive, but it's so good. I love all different types of milk. I love making milkshakes are amazing. When we used to have a really good blender back home, I would, you know, say you're making a protein shake, but then ice cream, milk, maybe some like fruits, and then it's like, oops, forgot the protein. But no, it's delicious. Or you say, oh, milk has enough protein already. Yeah, right. So yeah, just soaking this, and I think it's soaked long enough. Let's see how. These are just regular devil stuff. Oh, I didn't even like show off. Look at that, another blooper. So if you saw the broken one, that is a fixed one. So the first blooper was broken into pieces, was going through a really rough life. This blooper, you know, started out strong, and I'm about to finish it. It is so creamy when you fully submerge an Oreo for long enough. It becomes so creamy. I don't know if you've ever done the degenerate or cultured way of eating Oreos, where you throw a bunch of Oreos in a bowl, kind of crunch them up, and then just pour milk and eat Oreo cereal. Really bad for you, but it's pretty delicious. Yeah, that was amazing, and let's hope I can get something besides a blooper. Oh, we got the Power Star. Amazing. So usually the star is either like the goal of the level, or it gives you invincibility. So in a way, eating these Oreos it's helping me achieve my goals and giving me invincibility for the future. So I think this is quite symbolic. If you want to succeed in the future and just be invincible to all your problems, eat Oreos. Let's dunk another one. So, funny enough, when I visited my parents a few months ago, I peaked at 183 pounds. I might do a kilogram conversion there or something like that, but I weighed 183 pounds. That's a little bit on the hefty side for me. In college, I was pretty lean. In high school, I was thick. In middle school, I was thick. And then as a really young child, I was actually very small. Like, my parents were actually concerned. They were like, oh my gosh, is our kid just gonna be like miniature? Because I came out really small too. I think I was like 4 pounds and something when I came out. Yeah, I came out like 4 pounds. I was a baby. I was a baby. But then, you know, I think I actually hit both of my growth spurts simultaneously. Sorry, the Oreo's calling me. You know, when they let you do, I forget what grade it is. It might be elementary or middle or something like that. But they let you do your own experiment. And I think I did something with bananas, which is kind of lame. I should have done with Oreos, like testing the perfect amount of time in the milk, but then varying the different types of milk, the types of Oreos, whether it's regular, double stuff. I could have done a whole experiment off of that and just like timed everything and like how perfect, and then have different taste techers. That might be too many variables, and then you start losing effectiveness. But we have the mushroom. And if you know about the mushroom, it makes you bigger and stronger, and you can take a hit, basically. So if you're ever about to get like in a tussle with somebody, just take a mushroom and you're guaranteed to be able to take at least one hit from them. So that's good. I wonder if mushrooms is like a secret way to get people to be like into mushrooms. It's weird. I like the flavor that mushroom adds to like a sandwich or to like a stew or to a sauce or to like a steak or some type of like specialty dinner. But I'm not a huge fan of the texture of mushrooms, you know? Like some people do like the stuffed mushrooms and all that stuff. It's okay. So we're talking about the weight thing, and I kind of went a little bit over my history. For the first time, probably in like maybe 5-6 years, I saw the scale go below 170. I weighed in at 169. Now, I did recently get back from a trip, went back up to 171, but seeing that scale go below 169, it got me excited, because weight is just one thing that I've always kind of dealt with. Like, I've always been aware of it. I used to count calories just to kind of get an awareness of, you know, where I was at. I do like to keep active and work out and all that stuff, but I do love me some sweets. I mean, I'm eating freaking Oreos. Like, you ask anybody nutritionally wise, like, don't touch this crud. I mean, the lard, the saturated fat, the sugar, the carbs, like, all that stuff. But they're so good. They're my favorite. But yeah, so it was crazy to see the scale that low. And one of my goals this year was to get back down to 165. At my leanest, I was like 155, like 150, 155. But then that's the point when you're feeling hungry all the time, and that is not fun. Like, always feeling hungry. Like, if I'm not like competing in a competition or something, like, why? So let's eat this one. Ooh, it started to fall apart in the milk. And what's great is if it falls apart in the milk, the cream somewhat keeps it together. So it might slowly start falling apart, but the cream keeps it together. So yeah, that is my weight loss journey. So the trip that I just talked about, so I think I talked about in one of my previous videos, went to Philadelphia/New Jersey for a job interview. Great time, not a bad place to work, but I knew I had this other job coming up. And the job that I most recently interviewed for was in California. Oh my gosh, I used to live in California growing up. I did like 7 years in San Diego. Great time. I know a lot of people are leaving California. There's a max exodus, you know. All of your, you know, beliefs and all that stuff about California, you know, it's whatever. But going there, it quickly reminded me of why California is such a nice place. Started in East LA, San Bernardino area. And then from there, flew out of Ontario to go to Sacramento. Did some time in Sacramento, then went up a little bit more in San Francisco, because they were just kind of showing me all around, because they're spread all throughout California. And I mean, I was sold from the first place that I went to down near LA, and then going up north, I was just, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Going through Napa Valley, seeing the vineyards. I mean, because it's summertime, all the grass is brown, but then the vineyards are green. The contrast, the weather. I was like telling them at lunch, I almost shed a tear because of how nice the weather is. I mean, I'm in Kentucky. I think it's peaking at 98 degrees in humidity. Down in Southern California, it was 105 and dry, but it wasn't that bad. Like, you feel the skin sizzling. Obviously, you know, I feel like I'm baking, but it wasn't that bad. The humidity when you're wading through the clouds of just water in the air. I mean, I've lived in Louisiana too. Like, you guys know what's up being down in the South. It's rough. We have the mushroom. I'm gonna save that one. We have the spiny. I don't even think I showed you guys the last couple Oreos. I'm just getting so into myself and these Oreos, I'm just forgetting that I'm supposed to be displaying the designs. So we do have a spiny here. Spinies are interesting because you can't jump on them. You're taught very early on in Mario games, you jump on the enemy. I mean, one of his nicknames is Jump Man. You jump on the enemy to either destroy them or topple them over, and then you have their underside, their soft underbelly. But spinies, you can't do that. You gotta find a different way. You gotta hit them with something else. You gotta flip them over, you know, externally, or indirectly. So yeah, spinies, they're interesting. They're when you're getting a little bit deeper in the game, maybe like mid-level. But yeah, the job, fantastic. I'm somebody that, you know, I like to say I'm decently well-traveled. I'm open-minded. I like to go see and do different things, you know, eat, drink, you know, meet different people and all that stuff. But it's just something that I never imagined, like getting flown out to a place, staying at hotels, and like flying 2 times in the same day. I've never done that. I flew out to Southern California in the morning, and then I flew up to Northern California that evening. Like, I've never done stuff like that. I know for, you know, big business people, like, it's a common occurrence, but I've never done something like that. So it was kind of wild. It was kind of wild, eye-opening. It was really nice being back in California. Very nostalgic. Super excited. That looks like that's gonna be our next destination. So if you're in California, hit me up. You know, no, I'm just kidding. I mean, you know, I'm very open to things. It's not a big deal. But I do have my Discord down below. I'm generally pretty good at replying, whether it's comments on my YouTube, Discord, all that stuff. I don't have like notifications set up, but I do check the stuff pretty often. So there's that. I want to thank all of you for 1,400 subs. I was expecting to like make this video or another video and then like potentially go below the 1,400 subs, but I think I'm slightly above it enough. Maybe this video will bring me back down and then I can thank you guys again for reaching 1,400 subs. Who knows? But yeah, thank you guys so much for the support. I know I release a lot of random stuff, and I kind of just release what I like, but then I'm also a man of the people. So if you want to see something and, you know, I got time or I got the resources to do it, like, I'll do it. I mean, somebody just mentioned you should do Oreos. I'll do some more Oreos. Heck, you don't got to tell me twice to eat Oreos. And I feel like the last thing I want to talk about, I'm trying not to eat too much or talk too much with my mouth full, because of course that's rude, but also I don't want to just sit here and okay, Toad. I feel like I need Mario and Luigi. Okay, at least, okay, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna try to find all of the different ones. I'm gonna get my grubby little fingers on all of these. Okay, we got Bowser Jr. Interesting character. I think he was first introduced in Super Mario Sunshine. Probably wrong about that, but that's where I first remember him. We got Boo. I don't know if that's Boo or King Boo. I don't see a crown. I love Boo. Boo's one of my favorite characters. If there's no dry bones, so Mario Kart, I always pick dry bones. I love me some dry bones. But if there's no dry bones, I pick Boo. And then if there's no Boo, I pick, I mean, I might go like easy with like a Luigi or Mario or Yoshi, but Dry Bones is my go-to character. I love Dry Bones. Let me know who you pick, like in Mario Kart or Mario games like Mario Party and all that stuff. But usually Dry Bones and then Boo are my favorite characters to pick. I feel like I need to get a Mario. Okay, we got Koopa. Koopa Troopa. Easier to, or harder to defeat than Goombas, but still. Oh, we got Yoshi too? Oh my gosh. We got everybody. Everybody in the club get tips. We got the Piranha Plant. Piranha Plant. I actually like Piranha Plant. I like Petey Piranha. I actually do really like Petey Piranha. And then we have, I think that's a coin or a fire flower. It's either a coin or a fire flower. Let me know which one that is. I think it's a fire. No, I think it's just a coin. But they added like an extra layer down at the bottom. I'm not sure. I feel like it's either a coin or a fire flower. There's my boy Luigi. Mario. And we have another Bowser Jr. I'm trying to find that Mario, and I think I have everything. Okay, so they're actually seated. I should have known this from the beginning when I grabbed two from 2 different rows and they were the same pattern. But there was Mario, so I don't know if there's a special super ultra rare one. Save the Kingdom, discover all 16 cookie designs. I've seen Blooper, Star, Bowser Jr. I don't know if I've seen the Goomba. I don't know. So, yeah. I touched all of the Oreos, which is a little bit unfortunate, but... Oh, shoot! That was delicious. So, there might be more, but that is all that I can see. I've touched every single Oreo and looked at all the patterns. But, overall, pretty cool. I think the Pokemon one was slightly better because they had the exclusive Mew one or whatever, but... I mean, this is still kind of cool. I like the design of this one better. Like, all the Mario characters on the design is pretty cool. But the final talking point, I guess, is We have been playing Mario Kart Hardcore. Once again, tell me who you pick in Mario Kart. I know the new Mario Kart has like so many characters. Oh my gosh! And then we are going to get the DLC or all the extra tracks next month. But for the first time, because I played Mario Kart Double Dash, Mario Kart DS, Mario Kart Wii, and then Mario Kart 8, and then Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I think, yeah. I mean, I've played Super Mario Kart and Mario Kart 64, but actually I did play a lot of Mario Kart 64, but they're just kind of, I don't know, I couldn't really get into those games. Mario Kart Double Dash was like the first Mario Kart. I was like, this is amazing. Those specialty items are so overpowered, and I freaking loved it. Just mega bananas and mega Bowser shells. Like I would do Diddy Kong and Bowser Jr. because you just want to see the world burn, you know, especially on Baby Park. But yeah, for the first time ever, I got all gold, like 3 stars, so winning first in every race through mirror mode. So 50cc, 100cc, 150cc, and mirror mode. I think I'll show like a little clip of that proof. But of course, started messing around with 200cc. It's just fun because you fly so fast. You get hit once, you're like in last place. I know that's kind of the same for the other ones too, but it's just so quick, and it's crazy how quickly the races end. But no, it's been really fun. I think Mystery really kind of sparked my forgotten love of Mario Kart, because I played it and I think I raged at like 150cc and mirror mode, but then playing with her, been able to get gold on all those. It's been really fun and exciting. So yeah, please let me know what you have been doing, what you have going on. I know I ask this all the time and it seems silly, and like, why would I want to comment to some random dude? But I mean, if you just recently had a good meal, if like something random just happened or something funny just happened, you got a new car, got a new job, you're about to start college, you're about to graduate from high school, like just anything. Like I'm completely open to a lot of things. I guess it's summertime, so maybe you'd be starting something, not graduating from something, unless you did like you're doing summer classes or something. But yeah, no, perfectly open. I like to say what's going on in my life. It's not to brag or anything like that. I'm literally just talking about my experiences, so maybe we can connect in a way. I can learn something from you, you can learn something from me. Like, that's all I'm about. That's all I'm trying to do. Trying to remain fairly harmless. You know, I'm not a professional or advisor in any of those things. Like, I'm not licensed, or I'm not going to say anything that, you know, is out of my wheelhouse. Just going to talk about my experiences. So I want to thank y'all so much for watching. I know this is random, just eating Oreos. Hopefully we were able to eat or drink something together. My stomach is feeling a little bit, you know, weird, because I wasn't really that hungry, but I figured it was time. And yeah, that's all I have for this video. Please let me know what you thought. I will have a card video coming up very soon, probably with either tomorrow or the next day. And then, because of my recent sales on TCG Player, I should have another card video. And then, I know I've talked about it before, but things probably will significantly slow down, at least during the month of August, because that's literally like when we're moving and all that stuff. So, I mean, going cross country, you think about geography. I'm like, oh, Kentucky's like in the middle of the United States. No. It's about 30 hours from California. So, traveling with 2 cats, that'll be fun. If you've ever traveled cross country with cats, please let me know. I love cats because you can leave them alone for a few days with enough food and clean litter and water, and they can take care of themselves. Dogs, of course, need a little bit more love. But when it comes to traveling, I would argue that dogs are much easier because you can take them out whenever you need to take them out. Cats, dogs get stressed out too, but cats will get so stressed out, and like you got to give them something before the trip, but then if it's like 30 hours and you're staying at like hotel, that's rough. So I'm rambling too much now. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.